Mario 64 is a game that has been bent and broken in just about every way imaginable, but this may actually be the most creative one yet. Welcome to Mario Bazaar, the mod that turns Mario 64 into a roguelike deck builder. You know, like Slay the Spire, the game that is famously known for being a lot like Mario 64. The buttons, B, A, Z, and R, act as card slots and your active hand. You draw moves that have a certain amount of uses, and your goal is to beat the stage with the limited moveset that you draw. Instead of Mario 64 being about movement tech and great gameplay, this turns Mario 64 into a resource management puzzle roguelike where every button you press can be fatal for your run. Not only is this already a pretty insane take on Mario gameplay, but they even change certain stages. They add a bunch of moves, passive abilities, and debuffs to keep the game interesting. So, putting my big massive gamer brain to the test, I tried to beat Mario Bazaar on my first try. And I'm gonna tell you all about it. The first stage is random, and in this run, we start off on Whomp's Fortress. Since this was my first time playing this game, I stupidly get into the stage and spam my buttons to figure out what they do, before realizing that I was burning the uses of the moves that I had. Dive kick, what's that mean? Oh, you put it! As you may have noticed, falling off of a cliff in this mod doesn't kill you. Instead, it randomly discards something from your hand, which is hilarious because sometimes it'll discard the only card you need. This time though, I lost wall kick, which is como se dice mid. We continue to waste our resources because my brain hasn't folded yet, and by the time we get to the top of the fortress, this happens. Okay, is this GG? Is this GG for me? Oh dude, I'm out of cards. We're cooked, we lose! We're out of cards! No! And just like that, we lose our first life. But being optimistic, I could say that my brain was already starting to develop. And now I go in with the newfound strategy of not being wasteful with my moves. But I think if I just play this a little bit smarter and don't spam all my buttons. Okay, I am making my life so hard and literally for no reason, but it still isn't enough and we're unable to get to the top of the fortress. I decided to check out the suspicious door at the bottom of the structure, and what do you know? It's a boss fight that I literally cannot beat because I don't have enough uses of my ground pound. Bazaar, you got me again. With 2 deaths on our first stage and only 2 lives left, our run was already not looking hot. I felt like an awful casting director in Hollywood, the way that I didn't get a single star. But after failing for my deux time, that's a little bit of French for you, I jumped back in yet again, and via being even less stupid with my jumps this time, we actually get to the thwomp with the cards that we need. Now all I gotta do is jump on his back and ground pound him, which I have 4 of. Easy, numero uno, done. Dude, not being able to like side flip, it's all such small stuff, but it's so hard to get used to. It really is. With him defeated, we get our first star, and more importantly, I learned that winning is possible. Having developed our newfound gusto, we explore other aspects of this roguelike, and I'm gonna explain them to you right now so you don't get as lost as I did. Basically, the coins that you collect can be used for a lot of things in this game, and they're actually kind of important. For starters, they can buy you new cards for your deck, either through Luigi, who lets you outright purchase them, or through Monty Mole, who makes you gamble and choose a card at random. The cards can be really good, or genuinely some straight up awful nonsense. We get the left arm of Exodia from Luigi because I don't know what it does, and spoiler alert, we never find out what it does. Then we get a special triple jump from Monty Mole, which is kind of strong. There's also a whole thing where grabbing a certain star under a certain amount of time can grant you a coin bonus, which I personally think is kind of cool, giving a couple breadcrumbs to the speedrunners. We go back into the stage, and I'm not gaslighting you this time, I'm actually getting the hang of it. The devs were nice and changed certain things around to make this mod possible. For example, simple. Now that cannons are gone, instead of having to cannon through the wall, I just have to drop the Italian dump truck on it. There you go. I think I got it. God, it's so confusing. Then we go back to Womp's fortress and go for the top of the fortress. And at this point, we're officially starting to snowball. We talk to the witch upstairs, who's supposed to explain your cards to you, but she doesn't really tell me what Exodia does, besides saying that I need to have all 5 pieces for it to be good. Yeah, I watched Yu-Gi-Oh! 2, lady, I knew that. We gamble at Monty Mole and get a sign card, which is kind of annoying because all it does is give you tutorial advice at random. Then we head downstairs to this little cutie and she allows us to upgrade our cards. For passive cards like this one, Wall Kicks Will Work, you can laminate them and make them active permanently. For active cards, you can give them more uses, so I smartly get 2 more jumps. Then we head back into Womp's fortress to collect more stars. I don't know if I had an ego here, but I just decided to go for the cage in the sky star. Okay, this is awkward. What? I need you to take me all the way up, man. No, that stinks. Okay, jump, kick, jump. Okay, I think we're in a good spot. Jeez, I've done this so many times and I still get so nervous. I still get so nervous walking that plank for some reason. Okay, and now my special jump should be crazy. Okay, that didn't work anywhere near how I thought it would. And with that life failed, we only had 1 more shot to get to the end of the game, which would require 16 stars, by the way. Yeah, it's not looking too good. If I were a betting man, I would bet on literally anything else. But I'm not a betting man. And you want to know another thing that I'm not? A quitter. So I decided to focus and play better, perfecter, smarter. Hold on, here it is. I'm lining it up, Ah! That's what I'm talking about, baby! Oh. We get our 4th star of the available 6, and realizing that the last 2 may be out of my pay grade, I decide to spend 11 coins to re-roll the stage, giving us the hit classic, Bob-omb Battlefield. Realizing that it would be good to map out the stars I know I could get quickly off the bat, I head for Chain Chomp Star and blast that boy clean off. Alright, there it is. My crouch. Got it. Come on, bro. Go for me. Your ass. Oh, I got it! Okay, now all I gotta do is go grab the star. Ooh. Normally, this star is something you don't actually think about, but knowing that I only had 4 uses of my butt slam added like a pressure, because if I missed 2 of them, this star would be impossible. Yeah, it's kind of we head back in to race Koopa the Quick, which is a lot more nerve-wracking when you're also fighting for resources. But I'm in try-hard mode, so I line up my hand to have 7 available jumps at the start of the race. Then I smoke this MF like I'm competing in the Texas State Fair. I try to do the 8 red coin star, but then I remember that there's a coin on the Sky Island which I can't reach since the cannons aren't a thing in this mod. Fortunately, I have a lot of cards now, so it was easy to pivot and murder King Bob-omb. Let's whoop this guy's ass! Get over here, loser! I just need you to let me grab your butt. Come on, buddy. Okay, cool. Dude, this boss fight really is just nothing. Okay, it glitched out there, but it worked out. At this point, you'd think I was on some sort of tube site, the way I was feeling myself. We head back to our main man Luigi and end up buying the beta jump. Then we head back into Bob-omb Battlefield in order to get a red coin star and another attempt at reaching the Sky Island with our newfound power. The pink Bob-omb in this game actually gives you cards instead of opening the cannons, which is pretty cool. And again, since cannons are deactivated, you have to use your brain to find different ways to traverse the land, and that can be fun. Sometimes. And now our key mission was to reach the Sky Island. We stand on the ledge of King Bob-omb's burial site and use our beta jump, which gives us just enough glide to reach our destination. Ah, that's what I'm talking about, baby!
That is what I'm talking about. Woo, it worked out.
I think this was the moment that I kind of realized I really like this game because it's such a creative puzzle to solve and also forces you to look for specific cards when going for stars that would be otherwise out of reach. Also, if you're wondering what card I picked up from the pink bomb, here it is.
What's this?
Oh, that's not going to be an issue. Ouch! We get the 8 red coin star and we don't have a wing cap, so I can't do the last one. So we decide to re-roll the stage and get Big Boo's Haunt. Still, I'm admittingly pretty dog shit at Big Boo's Haunt.
For the love of goodness, man. I am just trying. All right, now, if I recall correctly, this is the correct area to go. Okay, I did not recall correctly. Wait, Papa's cooking here? The library. Yes, I know where that is. It's on the other side of the house. Yes, is it right here? Nope. Ass. Let's go over here. Boom. Wonderful. This ain't it.
So we re-roll that stage.
See that? Big brain. Big brain, baby. No! Anything but this. We're screwed. We're cooked. We're cooked. This is such bad RNG, dude.
God damn it. Luckily, there are a few easy stars to collect here if I could just remember where they were.
Tricky Triangles is that guy, I think? But how does Papa get to that guy? Okay, now all I need is my beta jump. Please, beta jump. There it is. Beta jump. Come on, baby. Come on. Oh, dude. We're cooked. We're cooked. Mamma mia. Mamma mia, bro. This is not a good situation to be in. All right, we're trying this again. There was nothing over there, right? All right, let me use my long jump to climb. Wonderful. Wonderful. And now I use my Z button to jump. Z button to jump. And now what we're going to do here. Let me see if it works like this. Let's cross our fingies that it works like this. All right, beta jump. Okay. Stop, bro. You're scaring me. You're scaring me, man. Okay, we got one long jump here. And then we have... Yes! Yes!
We get the swing star by abusing our beta jump, and then we re-roll again.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Stop. This isn't correct. Is it? Is this how this stage is supposed to look? What in tarnation did they do to my game?
For our first star, we get the simplest one by going to this section over here and not falling into the water. Then we hit Monty Mole again and get a Quake Pro card. I hope that's a good thing and not awful, and it's awful. We continue to traverse Wet Dry World as best as we can, but hilariously, Mario can't swim in this one. And drowning means discarding something from your hand, meaning I don't want to stick around in this stage either.
That's what I'm talking about, baby! Set me up! All right, that did not work how I wanted it to, but you know what? Good enough. Come on, we're going over here, and then you're gonna flip me like this. Let me grab this first. There we go. And now I'm too far for this dork. Leave me alone, please! I mean, I guess not. I guess I do want to go up here. Oh, that's a star right there. If I just do this, then that means we win! I think. Let's go!
We collect the star, re-roll again, and get Cool Mountain.
Not as bad. Cool Mountain.
I decide that the easiest decision here would be to get the free star from the slide against the penguin. We try to save the stupid lost baby.
You know what? I'm gonna just do this the old-fashioned way. I'm gonna do this the way God intended. Because I feel like if I don't do this the way God intended, I'm gonna be cruising for a bruising. Is this the way God intended? Is it? It is, right? It isn't? Let's see. Goodbye, penguin. We're definitely not doing that one. What else did Papa need?
And just when it looked dire, I remembered about our overpowered super move and whip out the beta jump to glide under the far side of the mountain and grab this star.
We really are different. We really are.
Now we had 15 out of 16 total stars we needed to face the Bowser Gauntlet, which would be 3 Bowser stages all in one go. I just needed one more star to put my medal to the test. So we head back into Cool Mountain, and I still cannot believe what happened.
Do I go for Little Penguin Lost? I could do Little Penguin Lost, right? We're doing this the OG way. Yes! Oh no! Oh my God, Penguin, please, for the love of God. Penguin, you stupid bitch! I'm gonna die. I gotta not press the B button ever again. Or that's it. Or that's it for Papa. And I pressed the B button. Wow. Wow. What a way to lose the run. What a way to lose that.
And with that accidental self-destruction, our run was over, and we didn't even get to Bowser. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you end up trying Bazaar, let me know how you like it. I know it's an acquired taste, but it's so fun for me. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye!